Alright, today we are continuing solving equations involving rational expressions again. We have done the half of the section. Easy ones are out. We are left with the harder questions. Basically, what we do here is we don't like denominators. I wish these denominators were gone. This is our wish. For our wish to come true, you need to get rid of those denominators with a magic bullet. A bullet size, perfect size, not too strong, not too weak, but it's gonna kill all those denominators, are determined by simply taking one sample from each factor present. If there are some common factors in the denominators, you take the highest exponent one. That's how you choose the bullet size. We are done with these. Again, more denominators, more trouble technically. So you expect to see as many as 3, sometimes 2. But this is the last question we solved, I think. And here comes a new one. Third question. Again, 3 denominators. First thing we're going to do is factor all these denominators, step 1. And choose the bullet, step 2. LCD is what we call the bullet, least common denominator. So do step 1 and step 2 on the side right here. Again, step 1 is factoring these things. Can you factor n minus 2? Can you break n and 2 more? Is there anything common there? Anything common? No. 3n minus 6? Anything common? Anything you can factor? 3 out, yes. So I can take this and change it as 3 out. When I remove 3 from 3n, it's only n left. When I remove 3 from 6, this is 3 times 2. 3 is gone. There is only 2 left. Okay? So let's circle all the factors. If there are some common factors, same factors, put them in the same color so you don't repeat them in your bullet. And this is another no, this is the same, so I need to use same purple color for that. These are matching, those two are matching. So what is your bullet? Take one sampling from all these present factors. So n minus 2 in 2 spots, so I only take one sample, n minus 2. 3 is in 2 spots, I only take 1. 3. I like 3 in front though. I like numbers before parentheses. So 3 n minus 2 is your perfect bullet, magic bullet. What do? We shoot each and every fraction with this. So technically I put 3 m minus 2 in front of the first one. I like keeping these in parentheses, okay? For better matching procedure, okay? Next, I have an equal sign, and here comes another bullet in front of our monster denominator. By the way, instead of the traditional original denominator, use the factored form here. It works better. So I'm going to switch this to factored form, which is 3 and n minus 2. Now you see the match better, right? And minus the last fraction, will take that whole bullet again in front. Okay, now let's start killing. All those denominators must wipe out. If there are survivors in the denominator, that means you didn't choose the right bullet. Go fix whatever you did in step 1 and 2. Did I do cancellations all right? Except I missed this one. Let's take care of that one too. And circle the survivors leftovers so you don't miss them multiplying. So there is only one left here. Look, everything is gone. You can make this one if you wish. If everything wipes out, you can still call them one. It's not necessary though. And this is what's left on here. Alright, let's combine leftovers with the operations among them. This is multiplication. 3 times 5 is 15. 1 times 1 divided by 1 is all 1. Here though, what do we do?
-2n plus 4.
Yeah, we need to distribute this 2 to both terms. If you have a block and a number multiplication, you need to distribute the number to each and every term in the block. So 2n, so we have a negative sign, negative 2n and minus 2, is that so? Plus 2, no, plus 2 or minus 4. Wait, I'm confused. 2 times minus 2 is 2 times minus 2 is 4, right? No, minus 4.
Like -2 times -2.
Right. Okay. So we gotta be careful here. This minus and 2 both combined and distributed to these guys. So you can't ignore this minus unless it's plus. If it's a plus, you can ignore it. But this minus and 2 belong to this entire block. It must be distributed to each and every term. So when I multiply minus and 2 with n, it becomes minus 2n. This part is okay. When I multiply minus 2 and minus 2, it becomes plus 4. Look, I'm sure this is the most challenging part for you guys. I mean, when I put this question on the exam, I will see mistakes all the time here. Okay? So be really careful in the final multiplication. We don't want all this work going into waste, okay? Alright, look at this. Such a beautiful equation now. No more denominators. Our magic bullet cleared all the denominators. What we need to do is combine like terms first. I see 1 and 4 combining. And bring this variable now to the left. I like it on the left. And bring this number to the right. Numbers are collected on the right, variables on the left. So shortly, minus 2n must be added to both sides. So this can clear from that side and pop up on the left side, 2n. And then I subtract minus 15 so that these can cancel and minus 15 show up on the right. So we have 1, 4 and minus 5, all the numbers on the right. And we get 2n equals 1 plus 4 is 5. Take away 15, it's minus 10. N is, divide both sides by 2, negative 5. Okay? Any questions? Are we done? Always test your result visually, quickly on here. Plug in that 5. Is it 5? Minus 5. Minus 5 in here and see if it can possibly make the denominator 0. Can it make the denominator 0 accidentally? No. We are safe then. I'm sure this is going to be correct. I hope so. Negative 5. We have obtained only one solution. That solution is negative 5. This wasn't too bad. Any questions? Alright, this is ugly. Oops. I'll give you a minute to think about this, or 2. Again, if you get the right answer, you get a credit. So let me know once you get the answer. Don't wait. Raise hand and answer it. Alright, let's see who wins. There are 3 answers. Let's see which one is the right one. So first, factor all the denominators. Can you factor c plus 4? No. C minus 4? C squared minus 16. If you take a deep look at, that's not 16 actually, it's 4 squared. In chapter 6, special factoring skills or rules, if you have squares with a difference, this is called square difference, squares and a difference. There was a formula for just that, right? What was it? This breaks up as, anyone? C plus 4, C minus 4. You repeat C, 4, C, 4. Once with a plus, once with a minus. I don't know how many times we've done this. Maybe 15 times. Same thing showed up. Square difference formula. Trust me, in college algebra, when you go to next class, you will keep seeing this one. Alright? C plus 4, C minus 4 is the last one. Again, if you don't do this, if you don't see this, you're out of luck. Unfortunately, you can't get the right answer. Factoring, step 1. You need to successfully factor everything. Next, choose the bullet. What bullet did you guys choose? Alright, just mark each factors if they are matching same color. These are not the same, so these two are separate. So there are 2 different colors here, C plus 4, C minus 4. So just take them. C plus 4, C minus 4. Oh, can we combine and make the C squared minus 16? No, don't rush, don't do this. It's not necessary yet. Don't combine these into C squared minus 16, although you know it's C squared minus 16. Wait until the last moment. Keep everything factored, because factor means cancellations. You want to cancel stuff with this bullet. Don't combine it. And put this bullet to everybody. This, that, and that. 3 spots. Wherever you see a fraction, whatever you see on the left and right, each part must get it. So here comes C plus 4, C minus 4 to the first guy. First one is 4C, C plus 4. I want to use the parentheses here so you can match them better. And next one gets another bullet. The last one, guess what? Another bullet. And I like factored form rather than the original again. Keep things factored. And start canceling. What is canceling here? C plus 4. Here, C minus 4. Here, whole thing. Again, the key thing to check you're on the right track is no denominators must be left at this point. Do you see any denominators? No? We're good. Start multiplying now. Now what do we multiply with? Now first let's circle what's left. This is left, that's left, so they must multiply. Okay, 16, C plus 4 left, multiply. This one is tricky multiplication. Why? Don't forget, this guy has a minus, this has only plus, so you don't have to worry much here, but here make sure this minus counts. Okay, and this, now this is the easiest, it has no multiplications, only this thing, nothing else. So you just copy that part down. Any questions so far? Let's multiply 4c with c minus 4. 4c times c minus 4 is, yes, you distribute this to first and second, always distribution. So it's 4c times c is 4c double c, c squared. And 4 times 4c is 16c, but that's minus, so it's minus 16. Let's keep going. 16 times c with a negative is negative 16c. 16 times 4, again distribution. Negative 64. Wait a minute, where did the negative come from? 4 times 16 is positive. Positive 4 and 16. This negative flips it to negative, okay? Alright. And finally we have 4c squared plus 96 on this side. No multiplication required. We're gonna make every variable appear on the left side. I have variable for c squared. I don't like it on the right side. Move it to the left by subtracting it from both sides. I want every whole number on the right. Now I will wait for numbers. So let's add these. 96. Oh, these are canceling. How great is that? And by the way, aren't these like terms? Like both c's? 16 of them and another negative 16 of them combines totally into, total is negative 32c. Okay? And what do? Shall we bring 96 to left as well? Sometimes we bring everything to the left, sometimes we keep stuff on the right. When? If this is a square and c and stuff, square and c and number, you bring this to the group and make it trinomial and factor. That's when you have a quadratic equation or square equation, you do that. But here, you only have a single c with a single power. You bring variables to the right, variables to the left, numbers to the right here. So I want this 64 gone. So I wanted to move it to the right by adding to the both sides. 160 it is. And the final moment. What do? We divide, and the result is how many times 32 goes into 160? That's 5 times. Negative 5 is the winner. Okay? Okay? Alright, these questions unfortunately were very strict. You either get full credit or no credit. Actually, you can get some credit by answering part 1. So there is one solution, but if you make stupid mistakes here, you will lose the entire credit for it if you're on computer. So if you're a sloppy worker, you need to improve until you make no mistakes. Okay? Seven. And the last question. Oh, what a mess. It's not that bad. Alright, you have a couple minutes to work this out. Let's see if 1 and minus 7 is the right answer. Let's first analyze all the denominators. Can I break x minus w minus 4? W plus 14? No. Middle one? Yeah. Middle one smells like, oh, break me, right? It's a trinomial. Our famous trinomials. We've been dealing with all chapter 6 with this. We've been even dealing with chapter 7 with these trinomials. When you see them, you need to break them. So let's take them here and work. How do I break this? What method? First thing you need to check is what is the coefficient. 1, relieve, you can relieve because it's easy type. You can do just basic trial error. You need to take the last number here, middle number there with signs. You need to just guess two numbers. Their product is minus 56, but their addition sum is positive 10. First thing that comes to my mind is minus 7 and 8. 7 times 8 is 56, right? Do they add to 10? No. How about I flip the signs? Do they still add? No. So forget 7 and 8. It's not working. Find another pair. Negative 4 and 14. 4 times 14, 56. Does the sign match? Negative plus minus? Yep. How about when you add? Do you get plus 10? Yes? Wow, that didn't take too long. W minus 4. W plus 14 is how this thing breaks. So I'm gonna put it right underneath it so I can remember. W, what was it? I forgot. Minus 4 and 14. Okay, now let's take these to this side so we can choose our bullet. Alright, our bullet is, first take your color pen, mark the ones that match already. These are red, these are green. What a coincidence, always two of them match. It's the same thing as previous one. Okay, so you have red and green, so you just take one of each sample, red and green, put it next to each and every term on the left and right. I don't like one thing though. Do you like to see a trinomial here? No, we like them factors so I can see cancellations better, right? Delete this. Maybe I can't. Alright, use an eraser. That was W minus 4, W plus 14, and take your sword and cancel matching items. Okay? And multiply leftovers. What are leftovers? These two, only this, these two. Multiply them. What is W and W14 makes? Perfect. You put W to each. 39, nothing but 39, and yes. Thank God there was no minus sign here, so we don't have to worry about flipping signs. So it's just 8 and 32 subtracted. Okay. Alright. Before rushing into the next stage, what type of equation do you see here? What type?
Quadratic.
Quadratic, square one. That means when you have a square one, everybody moves into the left. Everybody. The right side should be 0. Don't leave numbers on the right. Before that, I see these are like. They can combine to what? These two make 7. No more simplifications. We just need to move things now. How? Just simply takes 8w from both sides and also 7 from both sides. So these can cancel to 0. Nothing else remains. 14 take away 8, 6, 7 doesn't subtract. It looks like another factoring. Whatever you did here, you're gonna repeat it for this one. Okay? So how does this break? Same deal. -7, 6, find two numbers, making -7 when you multiply, making 6 when you add. 7, -1. Seems right to me. Break each because they are set into 0. Two numbers multiplying to 0 can be each 0, so we set each into 0. And -7 is the left side, 1 is the right side. See if we have a match. Yes. Oh, I forgot to test these. Let's test. Can -1 or -7 make these denominators 0? No, this is safe, this is safe, this is safe, this is safe. None of these numbers can make any denominator 0. So these are not restricted. They are solid values. We will just enter that. Here. Okay. Any questions? Alright, let's see how well you guys understood this material. It's your turn. Let's pick a question. Which question would you like to solve?
Number 7.
Number 7 is the most recent one. Okay. Here's your question. So it's a quiz problem. Quiz. Take out papers, cover your notes, no computers. Solve this. Again, you either get full credit or no credit, no partial credit, okay? So double check your work, test it back if you need to. But I just need probably 2 y values. You need to submit 2 y values, either right or wrong. And watch out, this one has a -13, negative number. Maybe no, you don't have to worry about that. Maybe no, because that doesn't require multiplication.